Yo, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yo, listen, man. I just came back and I had to watch it again. I had to watch this shit again like 2 more times because I was like, bro, this is so goddamn good. This is so good. Oh. Click right here for the live reaction to this week's episode of One Piece, the ending. The clash between Don Chinjao and Monkey D. Luffy. Because, no, let me save that for last. Because I know that I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about that at least. Because that was so fucking good. I was surprised. I was stunned as to how good it was. Because it's One Piece, and you know, some scenes that are epic as fuck don't get the animation quality that they deserve. But this scene, the ending of this week's episode of One Piece, it got way more than that. Oh, woo, man! All right. So before I get started, okay, before I go ham, look in the description box below for the link to the episode on OnePieceOfficial.com. And like I said before, the link to the live reaction is going to be right here. So let me start with the basics first, right? Because animation is like the main thing I want to talk about, especially when it comes to the last scene of the episode. However, let me start with pacing, story progression, and a few things here and there. First of all, pacing. They mainly focused on Block C. Very good. They had a few minutes of focus when it came to Nami and Brook and Chopper and Momonosuke and the Sunny Go. They destroyed the enemy ship, and then now they're going to retake the Sunny Go. So very simple, very straightforward. And the thing here is that let's be quite honest, okay? When it comes to Dressrosa right now, I'm pretty sure that the fans, their main focus, what they want to see the most is 2 things, or are 2 things, I should say. Number 1, the Block C, which we got in this episode, and the Law, Fujitora, Flamingo stuff. So those 2 things right now that are going on are the main highlight. Even though probably the most important out of all these scenes, the most important of all of these situations right now is probably the Usopp and Robin and them with the Tontada, them building an army to fight against Don Flamingo. That's the most important one for the overall arc. But it's just that we want to see Fujitora and Law and Flamingo. We want to see Monkey D and Don Chin, and we got that. We got that. So props to Toei, props to the animators for actually doing that, for the storyboard directors and so on and so forth. So, pacing was good. And it wasn't slow either. It was actually good, necessary focus and hype on the scenes that occurred within the Block C tournament. Very good. When it comes to the story progression, very simply put, Block C, 2 guys remaining. Very easy. And we also get to find out that Kelly Funk, his powers are obviously paramecia. The Jackie no Mi. He can literally take over someone's mind and their body by becoming a jacket and them putting him on, quote unquote. Because his little bro, Bobby, puts him on like a jacket, like a coat. And then he takes over Bobby's body and his mind, or his consciousness, and he basically beats the shit out of Bo, like punches for days. So those 2 are very easy, very straightforward. But now when it comes to the main bit I want to talk about, the animation. Wow. First of all, the animation overall was really good. Not gonna lie. When it came to, for example, let me start on the negative end. There is, well, okay, the Nami scene wasn't that good at all from an animation standpoint. It just wasn't. As well as the scene that is... Okay, Gene the Bandit. Gene the Bandit and him throwing the swords at Luffy. That seemed very Looney Tune-esque. It threw me off. So that animation could have been a lot better for both of those scenes. It really could have. In fact, now that I think about it, I forgot to mention that Gene the Bandit, he does inform, as he's throwing these swords and axes at Luffy, he's informing Luffy about the, well, in the manga, they were called the Jailbreak Squad, where it was the guys who broke out of level 6, and how apparently other people broke out alongside with them. So, Gene the Bandit has been going around collecting their bounties, and he has been making a name for himself. And also, his quote-unquote goal is to one day capture the Jailbreak Squad. Crocodile, Ivankov, Luffy, Shiryu of the fucking rain, and Buggy the Clown. Good luck. Buggy's a Shichibukai, so he's exempt, you fool. And then Shiryu, ha! Yeah, good fucking luck. Seriously. So, I mean, you can dream big, but you gotta stay within the confines of reality. And clearly, Mr. Bandit, you're not in the confines of reality. You're far off. You're in Neverland. You're just gone. So, that we find out as well. But when it came to the good side of the animation, first of all, you have Sai. And Sai, the way he takes out Kelly Funk. Whoa! Whoa! That was nasty. Because he jumps on the fist. And beforehand, he's blocking all the punches. And he's explaining how when he was learning the Fist of 8 Impacts, he threw away this concept of brother. And the only reason why he's taking out Kelly Funk is because Bo is his subordinate. So he just brings down that Hashoken right to the back of Kelly Funk's head. And that was nasty, bro. That was nasty. I'm like, yo. Hashoken for the win. For the motherfucking win. Let's be real here, right? That was awesome. When this dude was in the air, his leg was straight 90 degrees. He just brought that shit down. Fucking, I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo. Fierce, disgusting, just straight decapitation mode, gone. So Kelly Funk, even though his brother has a very strong body, no, not enough. Because Bo has better training. And then we see a few scenes here with Bo and Hideo going at it. And not only was that pretty good from an animation standpoint, but also you had the crowd reaction. Because once they were going like massively ham, Bo and Hideo, you see the crowd, they're getting really excited. And even the fighting fish are just jumping around like, yeah! Like, just everyone is excited. The adrenaline is pumping. And who cuts that off? Monkey D and Chin. Now, let me go to another scene that's very cool when it came to an animation standpoint. After Gene the Bandit throws his fucking, like, swords at Luffy, and Luffy dodges them all, he stops because he sees who's behind Luffy. Don Chin. And the way Don Chin was just standing there, like his haki, his aura was so powerful, where it was like some like mock DBZ shit, where like the actual tiles, like the actual debris start to like levitate around him and shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, that was nasty. That was beautiful, bro. He's just standing there. And then you can see Gene's face. He had his eyes that were normally like normal One Piece dude eyes, like our eyes. His eyes got like swollen as fuck, like, you know, like the current Japanese over-the-top eyes. That's what he had. He had this face of, oh fuck, bad move. Bad move, alright? Really bad move, right? On some like Joey Wheeler shit. Like, I completely fucked up. Like, and he really fucked up. And Luffy takes the helmet back. Chinjao fucking over. It was game over. So, and then by the way, I want to notify you guys that when Chinjao bounces the swords on his gut towards Gene, in the manga, it was more so he was bleeding a little bit. In the anime, there's no blood. He just bounced off. Like, not a big deal. So, Because Gene does have quote-unquote strong arms, and he did withstand Chinjao's haki, but at the end of the day, he's not a big deal at all. So, not even a threat, to be honest. But when it came to animation, even though we had good scenes here and there with Ideo, with Sai, and then the Kelly Funk, and the Gene the Bandit Chinjao, what takes the cake is the entirety of the Luffy and Chinjao scene. Luffy, and listen, I can't help but complain because it's bullshit. It's not accurate. He goes full body gear second. However, in this case, I'll disregard it because Luffy goes down, alright? You know, usual gear second, bam. And then we see the steam. And then you see Chinjao, and this, when I did my live reaction, I did a fucking retake because I thought I was seeing shit. This dude Chinjao, and the moment he did that, the hairs on his chin just start to like spread the fuck out, and you can see the aura just rising. I'm like, yo, wait, what? Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty, man. I'm like, yo, Chin. Yo, this dude, Don Chin, is not having it, man. He's not having it. Alright, so Luffy's in, you know, power-up mode, quote-unquote. Chinjao's in power-up mode. They charge. And then we have Sai and Ideo. They're in the way. They get thrown to the wayside. And I will give Sai and Ideo credit. Sai and Ideo, in comparison to Luffy and to Don Chinjao, they're not completely weak. Why? Because everyone, including the Fighting Fish, were knocked out by their haki, but Sai and Ideo were not. And what I also want to point out here is that Sai and Ideo, they were focused so much on each other that they completely, like, they didn't see Luffy and Don Chinjao coming. They just didn't. So what happened was they got blindsided. But regardless, the fact of the matter remains that now they're out of the ring. And when we see Luffy hockey up, like, yeah, like you can see his fist, like, yeah, and he just cocks back. And then you see Don Chinjao do the same thing. Hockey up fist, he cocks back. And then you see the clash. The initial crack in the air was fucking phenomenal. The initial crack in the air was fucking phenomenal. Because the air cracked, like on some Whitebeard shit. But then it was like a vacuum. Where all of a sudden, it was like the matter itself started to like get sucked into that crack. And then that crack expanded. Where you see the crack start to like encompass more of the ring. And then we get a close-up shot of their fist. And then all of a sudden you see the sparks fly. And then once the sparks start to fly, all of a sudden, like, all of the bodies in the fucking arena start to levitate and they start to swirl around them. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And you can see the shockwaves rippling through the Coliseum. I'm like, whoa, no way. No, they did a fantastic job. Oh my god. I was like, whoa. You see the shockwaves rippling through the Coliseum. And then this shit ends off on an explosion, and you have Diamante talking about how this is what happens. This is what it takes to become king. This is what it takes to become king. King. A clash of two conquerors hockey users. So that was, and then like you see just Don Chinjao, Luffy by themselves staring off at each other in the fucking sunlight. That was nasty. That shit made this episode into a fucking amazing. I'm sorry. Like, is that kind of biased? Yeah, it is kind of biased, but fuck it, because that scene was so well depicted, and I thought that it was gonna be mediocre at best, because normally they are. Let's be honest here. A lot of scenes in One Piece that deserve to get a lot of hype don't get the hype that they deserve. But all of a sudden, as of late, when they came to the King Punch, pretty damn fucking good. When it came to the Fujitora meteorite scene, holy shit. But this scene, it tops them both. Because it was just pure hockey, bro. And it's just Don Chin and Monkey D by themselves, them hockeying up everybody. the combatants, the fucking fighting fish. You see the facial reactions of everybody. The guys in the crowd, the fucking Guts dude who's commentating, the people in the Coliseum like Cavendish and Bartolomeo and Rebecca, they're just all stunned. And then you have this commentary from Diamante, who's still watching on. This is what it takes to become king. Yo, it was just good. Fuck. Alright, no takes. Shit. I'm done. This episode I thought was amazing. Because an ending can make and break an episode. And this ending made it several times over. This episode, fuck that shit. Yo. The fuck am I talking about? This shit gets a yo. Well, no, because the Nami, amazing plus, alright? God damn it. Because that Nami scene was, and it was kind of filler-esque. It really was. It was an additional scene, but it was still kind of filler. And I still want to give the episode rating like as high as possible, but I can't because there are negatives. So, amazing plus. Can we settle for that? Okay, can we do that? So, that's the second highest rating I give. So, I mean, yeah. God, Chin, man. Yo, hopefully they give the other scene when they go into you know, Don Chin and his reason as to why, and then we have like the ending or the finale of that fight. Hopefully they animate the other scene with the same quality, all right? Cause that other scene, man, the legend, the fucking moniker, bro. All right, I'm just saying. So I'm done. I'm done. King Lightning. Once again, the live reaction is gonna be right here in the top left-hand corner of this video. Oh, man. One Piece, man. One Piece! One Piece! Wow! Fuck it, though. Like, fuck it. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace! Have a nice day.